This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Hey guys, Big Paul here today. I am going to talk about week 3 of my post-contest rebound phase. Things are rocking and rolling. Weight is rocketing up. Training's been awesome. I feel great. This is, I don't know if I'm going to have the same kind of rebound I had last year, but I'm trying to do the best that I can, and we'll see what happens. We're going to get into it in just 1 second. All right, so 3 weeks post-show. My fasted weight was 256, almost 257 this morning, so I'm up 8 pounds from last week when I did the check-in with you guys. I was up 10 pounds from my check-in with my coach, but that was post-high day. Yesterday was a low day, so don't weigh as much, but overall I am up about 25 pounds. 23 pounds, I don't know, something like that from my fasted weight show day. Strong weight gain so far. I feel like my body composition has stayed fairly well. Diet has been mostly on point. This weekend it kind of fucked up. I traveled. Even Big Paul makes errors on his diet. I was perfect through the entire contest prep, but this weekend I traveled with my kids to an amusement park, and it's not like you can carry your fucking cooler around with you at the amusement park and eat chicken breast and rice after riding a roller coaster. It just doesn't fucking work. It was 90 degrees out. I didn't feel like eating. It was too damn hot, and I probably would have puked if I had ridden roller coaster and then slammed some beef and rice afterwards. So I just took some beef jerky and granola bars with me and just kind of munched on that throughout the day. And I was so goddamn hungry by the end of the day. When we were on our way back, I just ate fast food. And next morning, I ate Cracker Barrel for breakfast, and then we were back at it again. So it was kind of a shit weekend for eating. I probably didn't eat enough, and the food I did eat was shit food. And anytime I eat shit food, it just messes my stomach up for a few days afterwards. I was back on the diet on Monday, so this week was fine, but next week I'm traveling again. So next weekend, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. It's impossible to, when you're traveling, at least I had found, I don't travel a lot. I'm a homebody. I'm an introvert, so I pretty much hide in my house when I'm not lifting weights. And so it makes it real easy to stay on a meal plan. But I'm going out of town with my girlfriend for a couple days. And so I don't know how the hell I'm going to do the food thing. So I'll just do my best. Usually when I travel, if I'm doing a vacation, I just kind of put the diet on hold for a little bit. It's not the end of the world. And just try to eat clean-ish as best you can. So that's kind of what I do. All my health markers have seemed to have returned to normal. My blood pressure was down to normal ranges. My glucose levels were back down to normal ranges. Sleep has still been shitty. I talked to everybody last week about how I needed a CPAP. I went on the quest to get a CPAP this week, and what a fucking pain in the ass that is here in the U.S. It's so stupid, so fucking dumb what you have to go through to get a goddamn CPAP here in the U.S. There's all these artificial hoops, and they want you to come in and do a sleep study, and then you have to pay a bunch of fucking money. So dumb. I know I need one. I told the doctor I needed one. Can you just prescribe me one? And no, they won't just prescribe you one. So dumb. They want you to jump through all these hoops to make money, essentially is what it is. You can't just buy one, which is insane to me that it's illegal to buy a goddamn CPAP. How is it illegal here in supposedly the freest country in the world to buy a fucking CPAP machine? Utterly ridiculous. So I just I said screw it. I'm not going through all this bullshit and dealing with the doctor. I found a used one. I ordered it. It should be on its way, and I'm just going to forego the doctor on this, and there's probably going to be some medical professionals listening to this saying, oh, you need a doctor to get a CPAP machine. the fucking things run on autopilot now. And they use an algorithm that measures your breathing and automatically adjusts everything based on your breathing. I don't know why I need a doctor to tell me that I need one. I know I need one. So stupid. It's not like the doctor's sitting here monitoring me using it at my house. Some of them do send reports to the doctors, but still it's not a live thing. I don't need somebody to hold my hand. It's just a money-making scheme at the end of the day, is what it boils down to. Anyway, end of rant about CPAPs. Our medical system's so fucked up here in the U.S. that you have to pay for every goddamn thing, and jump through paywalls, and you can't even do things for yourself to help your health. It's no wonder bodybuilders don't want to go to doctors. That's all I got to say. So CPAP is ordered. The sleep apnea has still been pretty shitty. Training's been awesome. My strength has just been going through the roof. I'm like blowing, not that I train for strength, but my weights just keep going up. What I did for 12 reps last week, I'm adding 10 pounds to this week. I mean, it just keeps going up and up and up and up, and I'm already past where I did last off season. I mean, I'm blown past where my numbers were last off season when I was training. So that's been great. Progress pics. This is what I look at like right now at plus 23 pounds or whatever I am from the show. I'm a little puffy, but overall I think I'm holding together pretty well. Legs got a little more water on them than they did last week, but overall I'm not too bad. I'm not too bloated. Things seem to be settling in nicely. My hope is to go in this off season and keep things as tight, pretty tight. You can still see my intercostals. I still got a couple little cuts in my glute. You can see from my backside, I'm holding some water and a little bit of fat. That's usually where I pick it up. I don't have the Christmas tree anymore on my back. But overall, I'm happy where I'm at. Diet. Justin pushed the food up again this week. He said he wants to be aggressive with the food and the rebound. So we are being aggressive. I have on my low days, I'm eating 360 grams of carbs and 84 grams of added fat. That is crazy on a low day. I only do one low day a week, but still, that's pretty crazy. So we're talking about, let's see, 26, so like 3,500 calories on a low day. And that's not counting the fat that's actually in the meat and stuff that you're eating. So it's probably closer to 4,000 calories. High day, we are going up to 350, or medium day, sorry. We're going up to 350 grams of protein as well on the medium and low days. 620 grams of carbs on my medium days. That's what most people eat on their high days. And 40 grams of added fat. So you were looking at 3,800. So about, probably realistically, this is probably closer to 5,000 calories by the time you factor in the added fats and the incidental fats that are in the protein sources. And then the high day, we are doing 1,000 grams of carbs. There's a cheat meal at the end of that day. So we're talking about 5,200. With the cheat meal, I'm probably closer to 6,000, 6,500 calories on that day with 1,000 grams of carbs. That is a good day. I've been taking full advantage of the cheat meals too. I need to clean them up a little bit. I mean, you guys know what I do for cheat meals. It's usually a steak and a potato, or I went the other night. I went to Silver Diner because my daughter likes that god awful place, and I had the chicken dinner, which was, or not chicken dinner. I'm sorry, the turkey dinner, which is roasted turkey with mashed potatoes and vegetables. I had a bowl of turkey chili with it, and then I got a piece of chocolate cake for dessert. So ideally, I should drop the dessert. I shouldn't be having the dessert. I've been getting desserts with my cheat meals, but my cheat meals are otherwise pretty clean. Like the other night, I went to Texas Roadhouse. I had a steak, plain baked potato, and I dumped a cup of their chili on the baked potato. That's a cheat meal for me. And then there I got, what did I get there? Brownie sundae, I think it was. Or no, apple pie and with some ice cream. A scoop of ice cream. So ideally I should dump the dessert. It serves no physique purpose. Current PEDs. I am on my rebound cycle, which is about half, 60% of what my total blast numbers are. I'm doing 175 milligrams of test every other day, 100 milligrams of MPP. I dropped the exemestane. That was the plan, is to get off the anti-estrogens. I don't run anti-estrogens. I'm sorry, I don't run aromatase inhibitors, let me clarify, in the off season. I'm doing 10 milligrams of tamoxifen every other day. The only reason I'm doing that is because I have a little piece of gyno, as you can see in my chest. Some assholes like to point out, it looks like I have a nipple that's bigger than the others. It's from the gyno. There's a little piece of gyno under there that pushes it out. And that gyno tends to flare up if I don't use tamoxifen when I'm using MPP. So I just need a little bit of tamoxifen in there to handle that. And I don't use the anti-aromatase inhibitor, because I don't want to crush my lipids. 6 units of GH every day. That's generic GH. People always ask me if that's generic or pharma grade. I've tested both and I've found no difference between the two, to be honest with you. 1,000 milligrams of metformin per day, 1,500 milligrams of berberine per day. I do 500 milligrams of berberine at meal 1, 3, and 5. And then I take the 1,000 milligrams of berberine at my last meal before bed. 80 milligrams of telmisartan to deal with the blood pressure. And human log on high days as needed. I don't need a whole bunch, just a couple of units at meals 1, 3, and 5. And then I up the Lantus to 25 units pre-bed. Somebody told me, I had some dude say, I'm type 1 diabetic, that's too much Lantus. I'm like, dude, if it's too much fucking Lantus, I'd be going hypo. Believe me, insulin lets you know when you take too much of it because you go hypo. And if you actually look at their website, you plug in the numbers on their goddamn website, at my weight, that's what I'm supposed to be using. That is their recommended dose. So, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Fat burners, I dropped all the fat burners. They are completely out now. We've completely tapered off of them. Rebound cycle plans. I've outlined this before. 8 weeks rebound cycle, tapering into a 6-week cruise of 250 milligrams of test, and then I'll get a physical done at the end of the 6-week cruise, make sure I'm okay. If I'm okay, then I'm going to blast for about 20 weeks. Healthy recovery, I got my blood work back. I'll be honest with you, my blood work was surprisingly good. I was shocked. My blood work was trash last year after my contest prep. I think the glutathione IV and running NAC and TUDCA throughout the whole thing, running lower doses of tren, using less orals, all that made a huge, huge difference. I used less toxic compounds. I did more proactive things to protect my health through supplementation. And I didn't diet as extreme. My lipids were perfect, really. I don't know how much, as good as they can get one being on PEDs. My liver enzymes were just a little bit elevated, but that's just the cost of doing business when you're using PEDs. They were 10, 15 points over where they're supposed to be. I've had my ALT and AST be up to like 300 before. My EGFR was fine. Kidneys looked fine. Hematocrit was fine. I never get have a high hematocrit, though. I know a lot of guys struggle with high hematocrit. It's just never an issue for me. My sodium was a tad low, and my calcium was a tad low, which we knew from the electrolyte imbalance after the show. It's probably fine now, I would suspect, since everything seems to have leveled back out. But, no surprises there either. But everything else was good. It was shocking. So it just goes to show you that you can do contest prep and do it safely if you're smart, not pounding a gram of fucking tren and taking 300 milligrams of orals every day. Training. I am going kind of with a medium volume training and trying to push up my loads. Same deal as before, same split, push, pull, push legs, pull off is the split that I'm using right now. It is sort of an RP style program. Rep scheme, nothing to failure, as you guys know. Probably 1 to 2 reps in reserve right now. I don't know, because somebody asked me how many reps in reserve, and I'm like, I don't know. I just stop short of failure. If I feel like that my form's about ready to fall apart, or it's just unproductive to do more, I stop. 10 to 12 reps on compound movements, 15 on isolations. Right now, cardio is 15 minutes of HIIT 3 times per week. I'll be honest, I haven't been the best about doing the cardio like I'm supposed to be doing, but I've been walking a lot with things. I mean, I walked 17,000 steps in one day to the amusement park the other day. So I would say that's enough. I talked to Justin. He said he wants to be aggressive, or emailed with him. He wants to be aggressive with the food. My plan and thoughts. I am pushing. I'm doing a little bit different with the training on the Rebound since my strength seems to be going up. I'm riding that wave right now, keeping my volume kind of at mid-level, somewhere between minimum effective volume and maximum recoverable volume, kind of like middle of that. And then rather than ramping up the volume every week, I've been ramping up the loads. I want to get my loads up, and then I'll start pushing up volume when I get into my hypertrophy phase, my off-season hypertrophy phase. I'm being aggressive with the food, as you've seen. Being aggressive with the training. My pain in the ass CPAP is hopefully on the way. We'll see. Guy said he didn't need any proof, so I guess, when you're buying off the secondary market, you don't have to verify this shit. I don't know. So once again, so fucking dumb that you have to have a doctor say you can buy a goddamn CPAP machine and you have to go through all these hoops, just artificial barriers. So dumb. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you today. You get to hear my rant about the medical profession. Take care, dudes. For coaching or consultations, head over to www.anabolicbodybuilding.com to book your spot today. I can help you with optimizing hormones, fat loss, muscle gain, physique, athletic performance, nutrition, and health. For more information, shoot me an email at bigp3rd@gmail.com.